Okay, so today we're going to show you how to make MMZ TimeLord's Minecart Station. This is the one that I put up on a video demonstrating how it works. You will need a 13 block wide by 20 block long section of ground to work with. It needs to be at least 5 blocks deep in order to function correctly. Tracks normally exit below ground, so if you want your tracks to exit up above ground, you might want to elevate your station. That being said, we'll cut out a 1 by 10 trough of blocks. You can see here I've put sand in place ahead of time so you can see them easy. I've also put the obsidian in place. I tried to make this video a couple of times and it didn't work out. So the obsidian is still in place. You'll need to put the obsidian 1 block to either side of the 2 center blocks, as I've done here. The 2 torches mark the very center of the area. You can see here there's 2 obsidian blocks, also 1 block apart from center. Next, we'll drop in the dispenser chests. 1 just to the right of center, and go to the other side facing the other way, and again just to the right of center. Okay, now we're going to dig out the track areas. Go down 2 blocks wide, 1 deep, and then go down 1 more. Now we are at the level we want to be at. We're going to dig out a 3 wide, 2 tall, by 4 deep area. Okay, with that done, we're going to also dig the same exact angle back on the other side. So when we lay our track, it'll come straight down. At the end of the 3 by 4 area, I'm going to dig out 1 more block. This represents the entrance and exit to the tunnel. I'm going to put a torch there just so that we remember that. Let's go dig out the other side. I'll just do that real quick. Okay, with that being done, we'll put up a torch and we can start laying track to show where everything goes. As you're coming into the station, when it's functional, you'll start at this point coming into the station. Go forward, it'll make an immediate left. Go forward 2 blocks, make an immediate right. Go forward 2 blocks, and it will make another immediate left and begin to go up the angle to the capture block, which is this first obsidian block to the left of center. When you get off the cart at this point, there will be a pressure plate here. That pressure plate must be wired accordingly. We're going to take out 2 blocks below the ground, 1 block below the block that's holding the pressure plate. We're going to put 2 bits of red dust across that, and we're going to block that back in at the top. This allows the pressure plate to power the obsidian block and send the cart into the dispenser chest for storage. Now, on the way out, I'll use this side. On the way out, we're going to step on a pressure plate here to activate the dispenser, which will put a cart here. Then, once we press the button, which I'll show you how to wire that in just a second, it'll go down the same ramp, I should say the opposite ramp, and it'll jump onto this track that's already existing, cut left, cut back right, and go straight out. Now this is just one end of the station, so we're going to go ahead and put the track in place for the rest of it. Don't want that one yet. Okay, Also, word of warning, you definitely want to light the areas where your track is underground so you don't have monsters spawn in those areas. I would also suggest not putting your tracks on dirt just because grass will still spawn animals. Let's put our other pressure plates in place and put our other wiring in place. And I'll show you how to do the switch, which is a little different. Okay, so onto the switch. Right here is where we're going to put our switch, just at the very first drop block. Now we're going to dig out the block below it, and then we're going to dig one block back from that, and one block to the side, to the right of that. Now this way, I'm going to go ahead and dig out all the blocks up top except for the one that's holding the switch. So this basically makes a U shape of red dust that goes from just below the switch back to the obsidian block, as you can see. When we turn that on, it powers the obsidian block. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cover that back up by just putting blocks at the top level. Now you can only see the initial redstone or red dust trail. I'm not going to wire the other side at this point, as the Minecart Mania is in fact broke for beta. Some of the things still don't work because of server-side inventory. Anyway, that's the basic layout. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments section below. Any further wiring tips or advice, I'll do my best to answer. If you need some kind of diagram, I would suggest just drawing your own. That's it. Enjoy.